Hi everybody, Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We're an emerging nation. We've been around about 4¾ years, putting in solid foundations so that we can be here for many generations to come. We're now expanding our economy, and that'll benefit all our citizens because it'll improve the liquidity and value of our currency, and all our members hold our currency. And anybody can be a citizen, a member. Just come along, register, prove you're a real person. That's all there is to it. There is no obligation, there is no fee. We are also a non-separatist organisation. That means we don't separate people into groups based on what they look like, where they come from, or anything else. We just see everybody as a human being, part of one big family of humanity, all linked together, all individually unique, all having something unique to offer our community, and therefore all of equal value to our community. We have a little affirmation in a moment that helps us with that ideology, and we also start with a little prayer to help us find true happiness in life. Not short-term pleasure, but true everlasting bliss. It's what everybody seeks, although not everybody knows that's what they're seeking. There are some people that are viewed as being successful. They are wealthy, they have more money than they'll ever spend, and yet they're still searching for something and they don't know what it is. And it is that bliss that you get from within, and it can't be bought. It can only be found through loving service to others. And the great thing about being of loving service to others is that it attracts into your life everything that you want and need. You don't have to stress out chasing after money or anything like that. It'll all start happening for you. So we have a little prayer that helps us with that, and then the affirmation. And then we get into the updates. But first of all, let me welcome you, whether you're watching live or whether you are watching the recording. You are equally welcome, equally valued. It's lovely when you can make it live, because if you have any questions, you can pop them into the comment section and we'll do our best to answer them for you. It's also nice because you can interact with other members, and people tend to put in their name and where they're from. And you can see that we are truly global. We're in all of the continents, and we are, well, we're not in Antarctica if you class that as a continent, but we are in all of the continents and most of the countries. And we are constantly expanding now as we grow on those solid foundations that we are now putting in place. Okay. And have been putting in place for several years. Okay, so I can see we've got Ramachandra in from Watford in England, Peter from the Cameroon, Africa, Mary from Chicago in the USA, Ron from Amsterdam in Holland, Lewis from Lisbon in Portugal, Don from Vancouver Island in Canada, Eric from Quebec in Canada, Rosina from Edinburgh in Scotland, and I'm sure we'll be joined by many more people in the near future, but it looks like Facebook's working again today. I don't know what was up with it yesterday, but it looks like it's working because we got people in from Facebook today. Okay, let's get started right now with that little prayer, the affirmation, and then I'll let you know what's been going on today. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, bless each member that they may find the joy of service, and through service, attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their life. Amen. And our little affirmation: we're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay. And I see we have got a couple more people in. We've got Richard in from Devon in England, and we got Steve in from Canterbury in England. Right, what's been going on today? We had intended to check the Easy Team Builder, but while we were getting ready and getting the database loaded and everything, Vishal found an error in his code, and he's been working on it, and he said he's going to work late tonight till it's finished because he's really upset that we weren't able to test. And he's still, as far as I know, working on it and getting it. He said he won't quit until he's got it sorted out. So that's Vishal and the Easy Team Builder. We are getting very close, but now it's going to be next week when we launch. I can't see it being tomorrow. There's too much testing to do once we get it all there. So, but it constantly we're getting closer. In addition, well, I say I didn't even get involved in it because I'd had a discussion with Devyani about what we needed and how it needed to be done for the Fun Miracles website. And the Fun Miracles team wanted the technical details and how they could access things and what was needed from them for us and from us to them. And so Devyani spent time with them. As I say, I discussed it with Devyani beforehand, so it was clear in her mind there was no point in me getting involved because they'd have been talking in technical jargon and things, and so I understand that the meeting went as well as can be expected, and hopefully they'll be getting things sorted out on the right lines again. I see we've got Maureen in from London in England, and Camiso from somewhere, I'm not sure, but he's saying hi to everybody. And we've got Norman in from Doncaster in England as well. Now, in addition to that, Devyani is working on the mall, and we're getting closer with that as well. Don't expect it to be full-blown straight away. It'll be very limited, but we'll be adding different things in as we go along. The important thing is to get it up there, get it working, and be able to test the correct payments and commissions for you, because the mall is there to make you extra money. Everybody will be able to generate income from the mall just by introducing people to have a look around, and if they buy anything, then there will be commissions generated for them and for their sponsors. It'll be a two-tier system. The people that are in the Share Hope plan are also in the Buyers Club for the mall, and it will double their commissions from the mall. Also, if you want to buy things yourself, you'll be log into your own account, and then go, and you'll still get the commission, but it'll be like a discount on whatever whatever you're buying. So if you buy something for $10, you'll maybe get it for $9, and if you're a member of the Share Hope plan, as a Pro member, it'll come down to $8 or similar, whatever it is. There will be differing levels of commission on different products as we progress, because different products we source have different margins and the way that they calculate things, and so we need to put all that into the back end so that we can make that clear, and show you what you'll get and how much and where and how and everything else. Now, initially, it'll only be admin, it'll only be us that will be able to upload products while we're getting that sorted out and tested and making sure it works. And gradually we'll be introducing the ability for our members to add their own products. We'll be adding tangible products as well as digital products. So there is an awful lot that we'll be adding in, but we're currently working on just getting it so it looks nice, and so that it's simple to use, and it automatically pays you commissions. And we also have to factor in the coupons from the 777 plan. Not sure whether we call them coupons or credits or what, can't remember, but every time you pay a subscription into the 777 plan, you get credits that you'll be able to use in the mall as well. So all these things have to be built into the plan. So that is where we are on that. The capture page that I mentioned yesterday or the day before or both days, I can't remember. The email capture page is now live and available. I'm working on the email sequence because we'll be sending emails out to people that opt in through that page, helping them to make the right decision and get involved. So that page is now live and available to you. Of course, you might need to add your referral code at the end in the same way as always. Now, the autoresponder that it's linked to is a community autoresponder. It will have links, but it won't have affiliate codes or affiliate usernames in any of the emails. But if you send somebody to the page, their browser will cookie them to you unless they clear their cookies. So, and people can't join without a sponsor. And there is no default. There is no default goes to admin or anybody else. They have to know who they want as their sponsor. If you've sent them with a link with your affiliate code on the end, as I say, it automatically puts you in as their sponsor and it's cookied to you. So even if they disappear and they come back tomorrow, it'll still be there. But there is no way at the moment that we can add in your own email list building through that page, but that will be coming in the near future. We are still working on the recruitment tool for the Easy Team Builder as well. One of the snags that we've got there is that the guy that's programming it, Ram, is in India. And one of the sites that we will be exploiting is TikTok. And TikTok isn't available in India. It's banned or something, and so he's having to work around things somehow, I suppose. But it makes it more difficult. Let's put it that way. But still working, still progressing towards it, getting it sorted out, and it will be a great asset for everybody that's a member in there. Of course, tomorrow being Friday, we will be having those random withdrawals for members that are active elites, and also members that are active elite ShareHope Pro members. So we'll be giving away a bit more money tomorrow. So that'll be happening tomorrow. See, we've got Deborah in from Southern Alabama, USA. We've got Camiso. He's saying he's got a question. Even I am now confused with programs launched in We Share Abundance, starting from Multiply Weezer, the one on, but my question, in which one of them ever succeed? Something is wrong here. There's nothing wrong. We have 3 live programs and 1 in pre-launch in We Share Abundance. We have the 777 plan, which is working well. I'll give you some numbers on that in a moment. We have the ShareHope Powerline plan. We have the Poverty Crusher plan. That's been going for a long time. Some people are making regular income from that. Most people joined it and didn't promote it, but the people that do are making regular income from it. And we have the pre-launch for the Easy Team Builder, which is there. So there's nothing wrong anywhere. If you're talking about Multiply Weezer is a sister site. It isn't directly a part of We Share Abundance. It was launched as a sister site. But the collapse of the Weezer token meant that although the site is there and operates really well as an advertising site, from an income point of view, it's not going to be producing income until we can move that Weezer token onto another blockchain. We'll do that once we've got the Mall and Fun Miracles out of the way, the Easy Team Builder up and running. We'll be working on that Weezer token, and we'll be moving it over with a regulated value liquidity. We'll be controlling to bring it back in and make sure that that Multiply Weezer program starts generating income again for people as it was before the Weezer token collapsed. Okay, so there we go. Camiso says, 4 years, I don't know why I am still here, really, laugh out loud. Well, let's put it this way, Camiso. 4 years ago, we realized that what we were doing was not sustainable. It was, in fact, a Ponzi, although it wasn't set up as a Ponzi. It was basically operating as a Ponzi. And we had to change things. So we could have said, okay, it doesn't work, we're off, goodbye, thank you very much, and gone. Like most programs do. We never had any intention of doing that. Our intention has always been to provide a means for our citizens to find financial stability, not necessarily to become millionaires, but it will be possible for some to do that, those that are ambitious, but to provide financial stability in people's lives and show them a path to happiness. And so rather than just doing a rug pull and saying, okay, that's it, we're off, gone, boom, and pocketing whatever funds were left in the kitty, which would have been negligible anyway, the path we took was one of finding ways where we could pursue our mission and goals and put in place things that would help people. Now, we have a lot of people that say, okay, I put in $100 4 years ago and I've never had a withdrawal, and so I'm not prepared to get involved in anything else that you do, even if it is only $9.75 a year. And that's okay. You can take that attitude. But maybe if we'd just shut down 4 years ago and then come again as another name and produced a program that was $9.75 a year that offered as much as the Easy Team Builder, you'd have said, oh, okay, that program over there was rubbish, it didn't work, I lost $100 and they scammed me and all, and but this looks good, I'm getting in that. But because we've been open and honest and transparent about everything that we've done, we've never hidden from the fact that we didn't get it right at the beginning. There were a lot of people made a lot of money, but there are even more people that didn't make any money. And that happens in any Ponzi. And so that is the difference. We are now here and we're putting in stable plans that will benefit you if you choose to participate in them. It makes no difference to me financially whether you get involved or not. Financially, I get nothing out of this program. Whether you believe that or not is up to you. And so your participation in anything has no effect on me financially at all. My desire is that you get involved in things because we're putting things together that will benefit you. And that's the only reason I would want you to get involved, because they will benefit you. But if you choose not to, that's fine. That's your decision. I am saddened by the fact that you take a victim stance and say, I've been screwed by this company who is still out there promoting things, and so I'm not ever going to get involved in anything else that they do. You know, if you want to be a victim, that's fine. You can be a victim, or you can be a prince and you can say, okay, I understand what's gone on. I know that this organization has already been around longer than most of the other opportunities that I got involved in 4 years ago, 5 years ago, that have gone and I lost my money in. But this one's still here. And my money is still there in that account. And I can see that now they are trying to help people to make withdrawals in the best way that they can. And I understand that they can't just wave a magic wand and pick money out of thin air, because if they do that, the token won't have any value. We'll have runaway inflation like happened with the Visa token. So rather than being a victim, I'm happy that this organization is still here, honest, transparent, working for everybody, and I'm going to put my bit in and do my bit as well. It's your choice, okay? So there's your 4 years for you. And we got Leon in. Once someone cleans their cookies, will they lose the referral sponsor code? Yes, they will. And there's nothing we can do about that. Most people don't clear them too often. And hopefully we're going to get them to join with the email sequence that we'll be sending out to them. And of course, once they're registered, they're in and they're locked into you for life then. And registration is free. So we're going to push them to get registered anyway. If they want to join afterwards and they try and join, they won't have a sponsor code. So they're going to come to, and say, I don't have a sponsor code. What can I do? And we're going to say, get back to the person that first introduced you. So that is what's going to happen. Okay. But for the most people, they'll have cookies and they'll join within a relatively short space of time. Whether they're active or not, who knows? Part of that is down to you building rapport with the people that you refer. Okay, we've got Nanki up in as well from Nigeria. Right, let me give you some numbers before I forget. Spectacles. Here we go. 777 plan, an increase of 95 in the last 24 hours to 30,464. An increase of 17 in our registered members to get this in the right place. Here we go. 50,779. And that increase is mirrored in the active member count, going up 17 to 2,901. The sad part of these numbers is that the ShareHope Pro membership, paid members, is down by 54 to 470. That's 54 people who don't have the vision to stick with this plan for a maximum out-of-pocket cost of $130. They don't see and understand that that is the most it can ever cost them. They can spread it over a year, or they can pay it all up front. They can do it any way they want, but that is the most it's ever going to cost them. If they're active, they probably won't ever have any out-of-pocket expense because you only need 2 people to break even. In fact, 2 people will put you in profit. But if they're not going to be active, then the max is $130. And with that, they're going to generate an income, or they're going to have an income generated for them in excess of $6,000. Now, we can't say that's going to happen overnight. We can't tell you whether it's going to take a year or 2 years or 5 years. But where else can you put in $130 and in maybe 5 years, maybe 7 years, be pulling out over $6,000 a month? Okay. So it's sad. They're losing that. And of course, tomorrow there's going to be 2, maybe 3 people out of those pro members that are going to get gifted $200 withdrawal from their ShareHope trust fund. And so they're going to be $70 in profit instantly. So it's sad. It saddens me that these people just don't really understand things and say, oh, I'm not paying another $10 for another 4 weeks because I'm not seeing any results. Okay. Results take time, and you have to have patience if you're not active yourself. If you're active yourself, it's down to you how fast things happen. They can happen very, very fast. Okay, just as an example, I mean, I'm not really active in the plan, but I do promote it. But I don't have time to be active in any of our plans really, and really get out there and push them in a big way or anything. But I think the commissions that the admin account has earned are approaching $3,000 now. And that is something that anybody could have achieved and bettered. And there will be people that will join at some stage that will make that in a week. And in 3 months, they'll be earning $20,000, $30,000. It's available for you if you're prepared to put in the work, okay? Multiply Weezer, which is, has been pointed out by Camiso, is pretty much dormant apart from the advertising, which is good. No change in the member base. We did log in and we got about 90 cents from the revenue share just for logging in. And it took the bonus pool up to $10,617.29. And that'll be good when we get to the point where we are rejuvenating that Weezer token, because we'll then be able to use that bonus pool to benefit the people that are active in Multiply Weezer. Okay. And we got Nankiep in from Nigeria. I think we may have welcomed him before, but we welcome you again anyway. Nankiep. I think that pretty much covers it if we've got no other questions. Here we go, Richard. Can the sponsor code be allocated to the prospect at the same time as their details are captured? No, I don't think there's any way really of doing that. Nothing's impossible, I suppose. But generally speaking, no. I'm not sure what it would take to do that. At the moment, it is just based on cookies. Of course, when you are referring people, if you're referring them to that page, that lead capture page, then maybe in your advertising or whatever it is that you're doing, the splash pages you're putting up, or the banners that you're posting, or whatever it is, maybe you can put in something, saying, remember when registering to put in my username as your referral, otherwise you won't be able to get in. So you can perhaps preempt that, but the cookies should cover it in 99 out of 100 cases, I would have thought. Okay. I know when you say can the sponsor code be allocated, I'm sure that there must be a way that it could be done. I don't think it is worth us spending the time and money on doing it, is probably the way I should answer that. I don't know. There is no simple way of doing it as far as I'm aware. I have looked at it and we have discussed it. As far as I'm aware, there is no simple way of doing it, but nothing is impossible. There probably is a way that it could be done. But for the most part, if they're going to put their email address in, I think most of them are going to be able to or prepared to register. Registration's free. It's probably easier for people to register than to put an email address in. So it's there. an invisible field pre-populated on the capture form? Possibly. Possibly. I don't know. As I say, I have discussed it, and it's not been suggested as something that can be easily done. And I don't know. At the moment, we've got a lot on our plates anyway, Richard. I don't think that I'll have a think about it. I'll mention it to Mo. Okay. So that's as far as I'm prepared to go with it. Okay. So that's it, really. I don't think we have any more questions. I don't think I've got any more news for you. Everything is moving forward, slowly but surely. And I thank you all for being here. I'll be here, same time, same place tomorrow, 7 p.m. London time on YouTube, Twitch, and in Facebook willing. And we will bring you up to date with where we are. And of course, we'll be giving a bit of cash away as well. So God bless you all. In the meantime, get out there, share some love and abundance, go the extra mile, be of loving service. And I'll see you later, alligator. In a while, crocodile, throat's gonna be a bit like that. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile. See you later, alligator.